Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So you guys saw the intro to this video already. It was my weigh-in. That's what I've been talking about, right? So I've gained quite a bit of weight. And it's super annoying. So let me tell you my history a little bit with my weight. So I've never been able to get below 270 for years and years now. I think at one point, probably 10 years ago, I think I did. I can't say I've really actively ever tried. That's one thing I'll say. When I was having all my stomach issues before I was diagnosed with celiac, I had lost probably 50 to 60 pounds. I was at one point my highest weight, which was 340, and I dropped down to 277. So I lost a significant amount of weight at that point. And I've managed to creep back up through the past year or so, the past months, right? So yeah, that's what I'm working with now. I don't want to say I'm struggling with it right now because all I have to do is follow, a meal plan, get some exercise in, make sure I'm taking care of myself, and I'll be good again. And then I figured once I get that 270 mark where I always kind of stick, that's when I have to kind of get intense again. So it seems like I dropped down to about 270 and then I either stay there or I go up. There's never anything lower. I always go up. So the moment I get down to 250 pounds, it's going to be the best day ever. So that's just a little bit of history as far as that's concerned. So what I plan on doing going forward, because I had a whole plan in my head. I had a whole conversation with myself hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to stick with. So I'm going to do low carb. I'm not doing keto. I thought about doing keto yesterday. But again, I've talked about this in vlogs and videos and stuff before. I'm not against keto. I think keto is freaking phenomenal. I just personally, I've tried it and it's not for me. So a couple of things that happened to me when I've tried keto. Number one, a lot of the foods I just can't eat. A lot of people go for red meats and stuff because it's higher in fat, obviously. I can't do that. So I tend to always go to the leaner meats, which is ground turkey and chicken, because those are usually my main meats that I eat. And then I eat seafood. I eat tilapia, I eat salmon, and I eat shrimp. So my meats aren't too high in fat, and that's a factor also because I end up getting more protein versus more fat. And the other thing is my stomach can't handle a lot of oils and a lot of butters because I do physically vomit or get sick from having too much of that in my stomach. So being able to balance out the proteins, the fats, and the carbs, obviously, it's a little bit more difficult for me. The other reason, other than, the red meat thing, the fat thing, I get to a point where I'm literally not hungry at all. I know it sounds like a good thing, but I'll literally eat, once I start going into keto, or keto, however you want to say it, I say keto. Once I start getting into it more and I'm, eating what I'm supposed to be eating, I'm having my below 30 net carbs a day, all that good stuff, I literally lose my appetite 100%. And it's very hard for me to force myself to eat. And that's where I come in a conflict with, because I will literally go 24 hours, if not more, without eating. And I'm just hey bro, you gotta eat. But then I'll go to eat and I'm just I don't want to eat. It's not appealing to me. So that kind of sets me back too. Plus I'm not thirsty, which means I don't drink water. There's just a lot of different things. And again, everyone has their own experiences. And again, I'm not bashing keto or keto. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I truly believe it's a great diet. And I've seen so many people lose so much weight and have a healthier lifestyle because of it. But personally, I can't do it because I've tried doing it literally 5, 6, 7, 8 times now. And every time I've done it, I failed every single time because I always I get to a point where again I have no appetite, I'm not drinking water, I'm not doing anything I'm supposed to be doing, and then my body kind of doesn't have any nutrients, it doesn't have anything because I'm oh, I'm just not gonna eat. And you don't want to live your life like that, you have to eat. And and then it just I can't. So something that has been working for me slightly, I started on my diet 2 weeks ago, I think. Then I got off track because I went out of town and I did a mini vacation type thing. So obviously my diet got off track. So I'm back on it today. So I want to make this video because I'm amped up, I'm pumped up. I want to tell you guys my plan. Hopefully I stick with it. Yeah. So my plan is, again, low carb. So the way my mind's working, and I know what I eat, I know what I like, I know what I don't like, I know what's easy for me, what's not easy for me. So I want to do like an egg and a bacon in the morning, or an egg and avocado in the morning on most mornings. I want to make sure I always have breakfast in the morning. Throughout the day, I'll drink one of my bottles of water, and then at night when I come home, I'll have my other bottle of water. So that way I ensure 2 bottles of water a day. For lunches, I want to have a meat and a veggie. So I just filmed the video, actually, an Eat With Me video, and I don't know when I'm putting it out. It may be out now, it may be out after this, but that was basically my perfect lunch, right? It was a meat and a veggie. It was green beans and it was chicken. That's exactly what I want to have for lunch, because I want to get my protein in earlier in the day so it can give me some energy to last throughout the night. And then at night, I want to have some form of a salad, whether it's cucumbers and tomatoes with mozzarella cheese. I don't eat cheese, I'm just saying that. Or a cucumber salad, or a regular salad, or just something made with veggies, something that's good, something that's yummy, a form of a salad, because I want to eat something later at night, because it's, you know, a couple hours before I go to bed, obviously. And that's what I'm going to stick to ensure my low carbness, right? So I'm ruling out the potatoes, I'm ruling out the rices, I'm ruling out the breads. What else is there? No candy, cookies, sugars, none of that stuff, obviously. But yeah, so I'm going to stick with that. I really think it's going to work. I don't want to control, I don't want to put like the pressure on myself of, you have to have this many fats, you have to have this much this, you have to have this, because I know I can't do it. Like, I know I can't do it. And when I started this diet, like the low carb diet, earlier in the week, my appetite was like slimming down, right? I was getting to the point where like I wasn't like hungry, you know, like I was doing good because I was eliminating carbs, which was preventing me from feeling that like fullness and all other stuff and fake hunger and all that crap, right? So I don't even know what I just said. It made sense in my head. That's all that matters. Moral of the story is, though, is I went low carb last week and I was doing good as far as like I wasn't, you know, really hungry that often, but I was making sure I was eating my 3 meals a day. It definitely did something for me, though, because I lost 10 pounds within those 2 days, so it was obviously working. I unfortunately, when I went out of town, I gained the weight back. So, yeah. So, there's that. However, I am looking forward to this. I'm turning 32 in June, so now is, like, my prime time. Like, I've waited and waited and waited my entire life, and I've yet to lose weight, and I don't want to be like 40 years old and still weighing 300 pounds, because that's not like a cool thing, right? I want to be able to live my life. I want to be able to have children with no problem. Like, I don't want my weight to be a factor in that. And a friend of mine said it best, like, there's no reason why we're fat. Like, we literally get up every single day, we go to work, we bust our asses at work, we come home, we eat relatively healthy, like, we just do all these things, but then, you know, we have our stupid things that we do occasionally that's causing us to lose weight. And I'm a firmer believer in, like, calories in versus calories out. It's a lot easier for me right now just to do low carb, because what I'm initially doing is just getting my body to, like, a point where I can put it more on a controlled regimen, if you will. So I'm doing low carb right now just to kind of get rid of that extra weight that I had gained from last year. So once I get down to like the 270s, that's when I want to start like a calorie restriction, and I want to stick to my calorie restriction and then gradually lower it. And with that, I'll be going to the gym also, so then that way I can burn off some of those calories, so like, you know, I can like balance that out, right? Like how normal people do. Just watching your calories, all that type of stuff. Obviously my metabolism sucks too, so that's gonna help me be able to get my metabolism steady and, you know, in rhythm and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. I do have a plan, like I said. Hopefully everything will be okay. But yeah, so I said in my other video, if you guys have like a diet that you follow or something that's working for you, or if you need to lose an excess amount of weight, like 100 pounds like I do, let me know if you've done it. Let me know if you're doing it. Let me know your success in the comments down below, because I would really love to hear people tell me their stories or tell me something about yourselves or what you're going through. I promise to you guys, I will be transparent with you. If I fail, if I F up, I'm going to come on camera and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to let you guys know, because that's what I need to do. I need you guys to know that there's people out there that are struggling, because I know there's people that are watching this right now that are struggling, right? I have friends that are struggling. Like, there's so many people, you know, and there's so many success stories and there's so many setbacks, and previously I just wanted to try to be like, oh, I'm losing weight, oh, blah, blah, I'm perfect, I'm this, I'm that. I'm nowhere near close to perfect. I make mistakes, I F up. So this time around, I want to focus on what I'm doing. I want to be honest, I want to be transparent. If I'm having an emotional day, again, like I just posted a video of me crying, I'm gonna post it. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, I'm gonna say what's on my mind, and I'm going to let my truth out, and that's basically all it is. I just heard a really weird noise. I will see you guys later. If you are new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate it. And give my video a like to show your support and love. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Bye!